Hey guys, good evening. Happy Black Friday. Actually, it hasn't been such a happy Black Friday so far today because my daughter's iPhone was stolen, and so today turned out to be quite expensive getting a new one as well. So we'll see if it gets better from here. Right, we'll start in about 3 or 4 minutes. Just let people gather. Hi, Paul, Eddie, Nick, Mister in the UK, all welcome. Yeah, I mean, the iPhone, I don't think it can be used, although they seem to have managed to find the emergency contacts and they've been sending spam messages. But I don't know why people steal iPhones because they're really like bricks, I guess. Yeah, no accidental swiping. If you buy it, you take it. I've picked 12 items today. And it's a little bit of an experiment. I mean, normally I go online and, silver bars and silver bullion and things that are a little bit cheaper. But I thought, well, why not on Black Friday have a little bit of a premium sale and bring some of the good stuff out? You never know. People might enjoy things which are, not an ounce of silver, things which are maybe a little bit more upmarket. And even if you don't buy anything, it's kind of fun looking at it. Svet, welcome. Christian, welcome. Lemon Pepper, welcome. Everybody's welcome. Were any of you guys at the learning session I did yesterday on grading, or have you just joined today? Also, a quick word that if any of you are here for cheaper items and silver and bullion, there is going to be another regular sale on the 4th of December at 8 p.m. So today's experiment is a bit of a kind of, or today's show is a bit of a Black Friday kind of experiment, something a little bit fun to do that's a bit different. So you can see here we have a Queen's Beast set. And this is a lovely set, actually. We can look at that while we're waiting to start. So it's in one of these brand new lighthouse special cases for the s- Queen's Beast series. If I try and hold that still, it's got all 11 of the Queen's Beasts plus or all 10 plus the completer. And I think that should be quite a popular item, I hope. Okay, so we're almost ready to start, and I put a coin. There's only one coin which I put on buy it now with offers, which is one of the things that you can do. And I'll just start by taking a look at that and explaining it, and see if anybody is interested. So, in the year 2020, the COVID year, the Mexican Mint decided rather than making thousands of these beautiful gold coins, they would only make 250 of each denomination. They go from they go from 20th, 10th, quarter, half, one. And they also did two others, a half ounce reverse proof and a 1 ounce reverse proof. As at today, if you have a PF70 1 ounce reverse proof, they sell for over $12,000 in America. The 1 ounce regular proof, like this, sells for $10,000. The quarter ounce in 70, no, in fact, the quarter ounce, even raw, now sells for around about £3,000. So there's basically hundreds of these Libertad collectors, particularly in America and Mexico, who can't get hold of these coins. There's probably, I did a quick look actually, there's none for sale anywhere that I can see in the world at this particular point. So this is an amazing rarity. Um, it's very difficult to price these coins, but I think that 3,200 quid as an asking price is a little bit lower than the market price and not a bad thing in terms of um, price for one of these coins. So if that's something you want, it is in the Buy It Now shop. You can click on shop, click on Buy It Now, make an offer for this. And if I like it, I'll accept it. If I don't, then I won't. So what we're going to do is go into the shop and then start off with some of the coins which are in auction. I didn't know how many people would be in this stream, so it was very difficult to start off the auction at £1 like I usually do with the silver. So what I've done is I've taken a look at what the reasonable prices are, and I've gone under that by a fair amount for every single one of these coins, so that there is some room for having some fun at an auction. So let's have a look and see what's in the shop. We can see what we can do. Let's start off with a Britannia. So we're going to start off with this Britannia. So in 2005, they did a very nice edition. Some of the early Britannias have a special design on. This is one of the special years. 2009 was a special year, 2001, 2003. Every few years, they did one that was special. And this is one of those special ones. These are increasingly hard to find. This one you can see was graded about 10 years ago because it's got an old slab, an old style slab. So that dates it to before 2014. And these things have gone up in value a lot over the last few years. So we're going to pin that and we're going to open up the auction, see who wants that. There is, I think, one pre-bid on it as well. So I'd like to see some competition on that one. Let's start the auction and let's see where this one takes us, see what your buying mood is. Lemon pepper, 325 for this. Still cheap. It's a lovely coin. And there's lots of people who now collect these because the series started in 1987 and it hasn't finished yet. So, one of the sets that I collect is these tenth of an ounce ones. I've got one that's in the registry at NGC. But I think a lot of people seem to collect these. I think it's a really nice item. And this is a good year. So lemon pepper, you're winning that. 2 seconds left. Looks like you're going to win that one. Congratulations. You're our first purchaser, and we'll put that to one side. Right. Let's see what's next in the shop. Okay. So, what we're going to talk about is strike on the day sovereigns. So, I don't know if any of you follow the coin cabinet and their recent auction a few days ago. They sold 2 strike on the day sovereigns. Let's have a look and see where they are. So I've actually got 3 strike on the day sovereigns for sale. So if any of you don't know about strike on the day sovereigns, every now and again, when there's something special happening, the Royal Mint produce what they call a celebration sovereign. So they take one of their regular sovereign coins, they mint it in a slightly different style, usually has a privy mark next to the date, and they produce a very small quantity of them. So this one is Prince Albert. They made 650 of these coins compared to many thousands of all their regular coins. They did the Queen Victoria 200th anniversary celebration. That also has 650 minted. And then this one is the VJ Day Privy Mark struck on the day sovereign. So I think the ones that sold at Coin Cabinet were a 2021 and a 2022, and they sold for £1,400 each, plus the 24% buyer's premium, including VAT. So they sold for up to £1,700. I've set the starting price of these coins at just a bit over £1,000 each. And so there's plenty of room in order to buy them and feel happy that you've got good value for money. So we're going to start off with the Prince Albert. So let's pin that and find the Prince Albert. So there we go. So this one's the Prince Albert. This is what you're bidding on. It's a matte finish with a pretty mark. If you see the close-up pictures, I don't know whether you can see, if you see just by the date over here, there's a little monogram, and that's Albert's monogram just on there. So let's see if anybody wants this one. So feel free to bid if that's something you want. I think £1,025 as a starting price is extremely good. You won't find another one. There's not that many of them graded in 70, very few minted. Anyone who collects sovereigns, this is a great thing to buy. There you go, 647, I think the mint sold in the end out of the 650 that they minted in 2019. No buyers for that one. Right. Maybe you guys don't like strike on the day sovereigns. Let's have a look and see what else there is. Let's take a look at this coin. So this coin is a mint mark rarity. So it is, if you've ever seen the regular kind of 10 pences, this has basically got the same pattern on as the regular 10 pences. These were produced only for mint mark VIP customers at the mint. This wasn't on the website. And originally this was produced in order to present a few of these to the cricket team to say thank you for their performance. And then the ones they had left, they made 250 of these coins only. They sold it to their VIP customers. This one is graded. It's about, from memory, around about 12 grams of gold. So its spot price just for the gold is £1,250. I've started it at 13.75, which is ridiculously cheap. And it comes with the box, the COA, and everything else you need for the set. So who's going to start the bidding on this one for me? So 13.75, crazy, stupid, ridiculous price, but start me off if you want to buy this one. Who's going to give me a first bid? Christian, we'll do another strike on the day in a minute as well, so you have a chance. The strike on the day I showed the Albert, nobody made a bid for, so it didn't go. So we can auction, we can auction it again. And the cricket one is also available. It looks like everyone's spent all their money for Black Friday on Amazon instead, but we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at this one. So this is a platinum Britannia. So it's a quarter of an ounce of platinum. First releases. Only 150 of these coins were minted by the Royal Mint. They're incredibly rare. You'd be very hard pressed to find another one. I think they did sell out of the 150 when they were launched because there was a real grab by collectors to find these coins. So they sold out very quickly, but they made so few of them that you never see them around. They're just a real rarity. So you need to start me off at 625 in order to be able to get this coin. Who wants the platinum quarter ounce Britannia? 150 of these minted only. Don't be shy. Oh, GD Online. Set the timer for another 10 seconds. You might be lucky and win this. I think this is really nice. It's one of my personal favourites. So you won that one. Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. Platinum. I'm going to try also to find the box COA and everything that you need when I send this out. So I couldn't find it now, but there's a lot of boxes to go through. So I'll make sure that you try and get the box as well and keep the set together. Right, what shall we have next? What shall we pick? Okay, what we're going to do is pick this one because this has also got a story. So, where's this one? Here we go. So, this was the Platinum Jubilee bullion sovereign. But what is very unusual about, I mean, a regular bullion sovereign, is about 740 to 780. So the starting price on this is very, very small premium of 10 quid or something, less than the grading cost. But this coin is first day of issue, and there are only 15 or 20 coins that were ever graded with a first day of issue label. And it's also got the modern sovereign label, which I designed and is very popular if you do grading. So, this is a really interesting package. 69, it's not a perfect 70, but it's a bullion coin. So, almost 85 to 90% of the coins sent for grading in this particular category will get a 68 or a 69. So, don't worry about the 69 grade. It's still a pretty cool coin. So I'm going to start this off and see who wants it. Lots of sovereign collectors. It's a very good starting price, under £800 in today's market. See who wants it. So it's first day of issue 69. DPL stands for Deep Proof Like, and it's the special Platinum Jubilee coin. Oh, lemon pepper, you're winning this one as well. I think it's really good. Sold to lemon pepper 15. Thank you, lemon pepper. What would you guys like to see next? Anyone interested in the Queen's Beast set, which I really like? Let's see if we can give you a bit of a show of the coins in that set. So you've got 10 2-ounce silver Queen's Beast coins and a completer. I've noticed trying to get these sets now is a little bit like gold dust. You can buy the coins individually if you work really hard at it, but they tend to go, although the spot value is about £80 per coin, I haven't seen one of these coins go for less than 135 to 145 pounds, and some of the early ones go for a bit more than that. So having the set together is a pretty cool thing. So we're going to put that up. We'll put the third of Britannia up just after this. We'll try and do this one first. So we're going to pin this one. So let's see where this starts. I've started it at a very good price. So somebody should probably pick it up or make a bid at 13.50. There's a few of these listed on eBay at the moment at about 1800. So you might have some potential for reselling it on eBay, even if you don't want to keep it. But that's roughly what they go for. So 13.50 is about the lowest possible ever price on this kind of thing. Christian, you're winning that. Well done on that. See if you're going to be the ultimate winner or whether somebody else is going to outbid you. Yeah, brilliant. You did very well on that. So well done on that set. I shall make sure that it's all very carefully packed and gets to you. And I hope you like that one. So somebody asked for the third of a Britannia, lemon pepper. Let's have a look at that one. So the third of a Britannia, and there's an interesting story on this one as well. Um, so this is the first time. I think it's the first time, and you'll probably correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time they've produced a 1/3 of an ounce denomination gold coin at the mint. I suspect they'll do it again for the 2026 one as well. It went very well. They made 500 of these only, and they sold out at the mint within a couple of days. Um, I managed to get that I had a customer who wanted one of these coins. I managed to get the mint to sell me this one, even though they'd sold out on the web. And but they took so long to send it. I think they may have been reminting them somewhere, but this took months and months to arrive. And by that time, the guy who wanted it had gone on and bought something else. So I said, "Well, fine, I'll keep it, no problem. It'll sell at some stage pretty soon." And so I kept it. I graded it. I graded it with the Britannia label, which is another label that is exclusive to Numistaka. So any of you guys have Britannias you want graded, you can get this label if you do your grading from me. And you can see it's actually it's a G30 for some reason. It's a £30, but you're quite right. It should be a 33, but I guess that was a bit kind of weird. Um, and yeah, so it's a G. It's the only G30 pounds that I've seen on a British coin in NGC at the moment. So it's a pretty cool coin. Um, I haven't. It's another one where I will try and find the case, the box, the COA, and everything to send you the full package. So let's start the auction for that one. It's starting at only a few pounds more than the. In fact, it may even be less than the mint price at the moment because gold's gone up. So it's one which is really good and with a really good value start. So 11.85. Adam's winning that. See if anybody else is interested in it. I think it's one of these really nice designs, and it's a talking point. Lemon pepper 13.05 on that one at the moment. 13.55. I love to see a little bit of competition. 14.45. 14.95. I haven't seen how what the haven't seen one of these sell. It's like people like them so much that no one has put them up for sale yet, and I haven't actually really seen any of these on the market yet. This is the first one, so I think I think that's pretty good. I think that is a really nice pickup and one that you'll have a lot of fun owning. And as I say, I'll try and find the box for it as well. Right, so we got a few left. Let's see what else we've got. Let's take a look at the VJ Day, Strike on the Day. So VJ Day, I'm not sure which one's that. Yeah, no, that's Albert again. So where's the VJ Day one? VJ Day. So VJ, any Japanese in the audience? But this is victory in Japan in the Second World War, and I think it was probably the 80th anniversary, and they celebrated it, and it's got a privy mark just over here by the date, which says kind of, I think V something, VJ75 or something on it. I can't see. I've got a close up picture somewhere. So strike on the day. Um, Great opportunity to buy one of these. There we go, 750 mintage. So the mintage is a tiny bit more than the Albert or the Victoria, which was about 650, but it's neither here nor there really. Let's see if anybody's interested in this one. So 2020, I haven't had a look at how many of these actually sold. I suspect that pretty much all of them sold because that's the usual thing with these. There's a big scramble for them. If you're interested in the latest strike on the day, then on the 22nd of January, there's another one coming out. It's available on the Royal Mint website. It's £1,300 and there's 500 being minted. And there was quite a lot of people interested in that one. No one interested in a strike on the day? Right. Let's go on. I'm going to put this one up just in case, but I didn't bring it down from upstairs to show you. I forgot that one's still upstairs, but we can talk about it anyway. You'll be able to see some pictures if you click on what it is. It's the Royal Mint and US Mint 2020 Mayflower 400th anniversary set, and it contains a Mayflower Great Britain quarter ounce gold coin and a United States Mint quarter ounce gold coin. The labels are both special Mayflower labels. It has the COA number on the labels. They're both 70 grade. So you've got literally 2,000 quid's worth of value sitting there alone just in the basic coins. But this is a very special set. There's only about 10 that were graded like this with the full package. You get the COA encapsulated in a PMG slab. The labels are perfect. The coins are perfect. You know, it's an amazing set, and it's got a value of around about 2.7 to 3 in a good market. So let's put it up for sale if anybody wants it. I'm sorry I didn't bring it down to actually show it to you in the live stream, but I will make sure that it's exactly as described. I realize it's an expensive impulse purchase, but you get half an ounce of gold, and it's a very special set to go with it, where you won't find another one. That's why I put it in today's auction. It's pretty unique. Nope, let's move on. Let's go on and take a look at a half sovereign, 1984 half sovereign. Um, Beautiful coin. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. That's the one. There you go. 1984 PF70 Ultra Cameo half sovereign. Um, don't need to say very much to introduce these. If you know what it is, you know what its value is, and hopefully there'll be somebody out there in the live stream who wants this one. £399, very good price for a 1984 half sovereign in proof 70. If anybody wants one of these for a collection, good time to pick it up. Lemon pepper, nice pickup. See if anyone wants to bid against you, but I think it's a good price. You can The thing about these is that there's quite a few of these half sovereigns about, but most of them have been really messed with. So if you send them for grading, you stand a very small chance of getting a 70. So picking one up in a 70 grade is a really good idea. So what have we got left? Yeah. Okay. So this is an interesting one. Gonna find let's find this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? For some reason, it's not there. So what I'm going to do is add a temporary listing for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some fun with this one. Okay, sorry about that little delay. So this is a full sovereign. We're going to start it at £1, so we can get a little bit of interest and competition. This is actually a strike on the day sovereign that was minted in 2013. It doesn't have strike on the day on the label, but it is slightly different from the regular bullion sovereigns. So it's really the only sovereign it could be. Um, I graded it for a customer a few years ago, and then I bought it back for myself. For this guy who does CT collection, I put the pedigree on for him. So I know that this is a strike on the day sovereign. It was strict. I think it was struck in the middle of 2013 to celebrate a royal birth. So we're going to start this at £1. It's a full sovereign, and we'll see who wants it. So let's see some vigorous competition. Somebody must want this beautiful full sovereign, 750 quid's worth of gold alone. Get those bids in, see where it's going to stop. As I say, it's actually a special sovereign from the CT collection. Very, very nice coin. Um, yeah, strike on the day. I don't know which in 2013 will this be? What's the 830? Scotty, you won that. Fabulous. Thank you very much for that. Right, we haven't got very much left. So there's 3 strike on the day sovereigns left, and there's the special for cricket. A few new people have come in, so we'll take a look and see if anybody wants those. So let's do Victoria, and in fact, let's edit that and let's have a little bit of fun. And we're going to change the starting price on that to 950. Because you guys don't seem to want to pay over £1,000 for one of these. So let's kind of pin that up and see whether anybody wants that one. So let's find Victoria. Which one's that? Prince Albert, Queen Victoria. So who doesn't like a Queen Victoria strike on the day sovereign in 70? Let's see who wants that one. So who wants to start me at 950 for that? As I say, I saw 2 of these strike on the day sovereigns go for £1,400 plus buyer's premium at the last coin cabinet auction. So I think you're doing pretty well on this, but I do be nice to sell everything that I put on the table. So we'll see. We'll have a go. Lemon pepper. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'll take a look and see how I can do special delivery. Interesting. I don't know whether you guys know this, but if you buy something on Whatnot um, and you don't have special delivery, Whatnot still provide insurance for high value items. So I asked them. I said, well, if I send a bunch of sovereigns out and you buy regular postage, is that person covered? And they told me the answer was yes, they would cover that. So special delivery is possible, and we can sort that out. But you may not need it unless you actually need the security of that particular delivery. So we got 3 coins left in the sale. So let's have a look at this one. Is anyone interested in this one? Is it worth putting this up again? Any takers? This is 12 grams of gold, and so its spot value is over £1,250. I think I had it out for about 1,300 or so. So we'll have a go. And if nobody is interested in this one, we will call it an evening. And so there are some cheaper items on the 4th of December and silver bits and pieces. And we can see whether anybody wants. I can't really reduce the price of this because it's already too cheap anyway. So if you can't go to 1375, I'm terribly sorry, but I don't have any means of really making it lower. Hi, all the new people. Lemon pepper, yeah, there's a couple of strike on the day sovereigns. Is that something you're interested in, lemon pepper? But I think everything else sold apart from the Libertad. Nobody's made me an offer on the Libertad yet. Um, the Libertad is probably the best coin here by a long way. It's an incredibly rare coin. And if I didn't persuade you on the Libertads, one of the nice things about Libertads is that they appeal to the American market. And there are lots of collectors, hundreds of thousands of collectors in America, whereas we've got fewer people over here in the UK. I think the lowest I can do on the VJ day is 975. I'm happy to put it up at 975 and see if you want it. Let's edit that for you and see whether we can get that at 975. Okay. So let's start the auction for that. So it's now going cheap. Get them while they last. Lemon Pepper has made a bid for that. Anybody who feels like wanting to outbid Lemon Pepper is welcome to. Oh, you've got competition, Lemon Pepper. 985. You interested in another bid? Rick Mick, you actually you stole that from under Lemon Pepper's nose. Brilliant. Well, look, guys, thank you very much. It's back to usual cheaper, smaller items on the fourth, and I'll have a think about the next opportunity, putting another one of these premium sales together because I think it was quite fun, and I think hopefully, even if you didn't buy anything, you enjoyed seeing some of the more expensive coins. So have a great weekend. Happy Black Friday. And thank you very, very much to everyone who participated. And I'll see you in the next one. Pleasure.